everyone. So this is just me checking in. I've got new glasses, if you've seen me wearing them more often now. I quite like them. I feel like Professor Trelawney from Harry Potter. So what I wanted to kind of touch on this week is all about online communications. So a student mentioned a really, really great point that I don't think I'd acknowledged and I hadn't really thought about. A student mentioned that there is a presumption or an idea that everyone has, say, access to laptops or digital tech or Wi-Fi or access to electricity for power for computers and all these sorts of things. It's very much a presumption of that's those sorts of things. Not necessarily just within online learning, but within the general education space at a junior level, secondary and tertiary. So I wanted to kind of ask you all about that in regards to online communication. That would be one point that I would pose to you. How does access to economic resources, to gain education, how does that work? I want you to kind of talk about that a bit and about how that affects online communication. The second point I wanted to ask you all was about digital and technological literacy. I think it's all well and good for this module in week 6 to be talking about online communication and all of these sorts of things, and its importance in working with communities. What happens, however, if you don't have high digital literacy? Digital literacy is very much a thing. It takes years to develop strong digital literacy. I've been working with computers since I was probably 10 years old. We had a laptop program at school, so I started using crazy things like Excel and stuff, which was really dull. In year 5 at school, and we had to do formulas and stuff, and it was really, really dull at the time. We did maths on it and stuff. I'm glad now that it happened and stuff, because I'm not as bad on Excel as I potentially would be, because I'm not a maths person. But I wanted to talk about in terms of my digital literacy, because I've been doing it for so long now and working with computers, if I get a new program or a new platform, I can work it out pretty quickly. You know what I mean? It's just if you've been doing something for long enough and you get something similar, you're usually pretty good at it because you've done similar things. So that's just what digital literacy is. But I wanted to talk about how does online communication work within this space on Canvas, as well as within the communities that you're choosing for your assignments. How does it work when not everyone has high digital literacy? So that's the kind of question I want. There's no right or wrong answer. I just would like to hear your thoughts on it, really, to tell the truth. I think it's quite troubling. I want to know as well, in terms of learning online, how have you found the experience on Canvas? Do you think that Canvas is a platform called a Moodle? So Moodles are education or databases, intranets, wherein you can kind of host an education module thing. So most unis have a Moodle of some sort, branded iLearn or Canvas or iTeach. They all have names like that. How do you think that Canvas assists in developing digital literacy to develop our online community? There were just some thoughts that I had, and I thought you may want to think about them some more, because I think that they're really important, and access is something that we've talked about in terms of joining, say, communities of locality and communities of interest in terms of access, financial things. But what happens about if you want to join an online community and you don't have the requisite digital literacy? What happens then? Okay, over to you.